I wish, good morning, Canada, I wish you could have seen the moves Sid Seixeiro was given to Jay Smooth right there. The
Not
tunes
meant
of Jay
for public
Smooth.
consumption there, Mel.
That's why we left it in commercial.
Not meant for public consumption.
Jay Smooth, a phenomenal on our rooftop right here in downtown Toronto. This story, phenomenal. It was our bright spot yesterday. And now we have the focus of the bright spot joining us right now. One Toronto teacher went viral for buying her 22 students Nike Air Force Ones, and this was a year-end present, Sid. So here's a reminder here. And if you're familiar with Air Force Ones, yeah, they're not exactly cheap. So there's a big story behind this and a big heart to go along with it. We join Stephanie live right now, or as her teachers know her, online, Teaching the Six. That's a cool Instagram account. Good morning to you, Stephanie.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on with us, Steph. How did you pull off the surprise?
Well, it took a lot of planning on my end, but I did mini activities here and there just to kind of like get the students to develop like an understanding or a possibility of what we could possibly do, but they had no clue at the very end.
Stephanie, can we talk about why you wanted to do this? This has been a really challenging last couple of years, both as an educator and for the students themselves. So what did this do for all of you?
It gave us peace of mind. It gave us community within our school, within our classroom. I like to refer to our class and the students in there as like everything, any situation, you leave it at the door. The classroom is a positive and inclusive, a safe place, and we're like our own class family. So just like fostering that within their minds, within them is like so crucial to me. So that was the key for that.
It's obvious your students mean a lot to you. Talk about them for a second. Why do they mean that much to you?
Well, I always put myself in their kind of shoes, in their eyes, and that was part of the thinking behind this as well. Imagine walking in somebody else's shoes. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. You never know what life could be like for each individual person, even when you meet someone on the street. So seeing them, trying to relate, seeing their lives, seeing their thoughts, their thinking process, their creativity. I wanted to create something to put all that together, and they do really mean a lot to me.
Stephanie, this is not an easy feat to pull this off because there's a lot that went on behind the scenes. I know you started funding this on your own. Can you talk about the process and also how you got their shoe sizes? How did you know all of this?
So we'll start with the shoe sizes. I like to do a lot of cross-curricular, so that means just mixing subjects. So for our math unit, we were doing measurement at the time. So I had them just do a fun, nonchalant activity where they get into little partners and they go around, measure their feet, measure their hands, and little did they know I actually collected those papers afterwards, and that's what I used. And I ended up going to the Nike store when I made my purchase with those measurements, with the actual measurements of their foot, and found their shoe sizes and did it like that. So they were doing many things here and there without them even realizing what the end surprise goal was going to be. And so going towards the funding, I started a GoFundMe back in the beginning of the school year. It was my first time doing something of the sort and of that caliber. It wasn't as successful as I had liked it to be. So I realized, I have to contribute a little bit myself, and just seeing all of them and developing relationships with them, with their families, with the school community at a large. I was really passionate about this. And some of these kids, they've been like online since kindergarten or since grade 1. And they haven't had a full normal, or as like what we like to say as normal school year. So doing something to give back, to contribute, was really powerful for me.
Finally, Stephanie, this was a tremendous gift, but I have a feeling next year's class are going to want electric cars or something. Like they're expecting you to raise the bar. Have you now also inadvertently caused yourself a problem here with future classes?
I'll take it as a challenge.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
Fair
Every
enough.
year is a different grade, different situation. So we'll see. I would love to keep this up. I know people were saying, oh, maybe there's sponsorships or anything. I would love if anybody wants to reach out, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear.
Let's just say you are a phenomenal teacher and human being. Congratulations.
Nice job, Stephanie. Nice job.
And I'm sure your students are so happy, and they'll remember Miss Stephanie. Oh, they'll remember Miss Stephanie, that's for sure, for years to come. Thank you for joining today.